Wyverns and Weirdos Curse of Strahd is a horror-themed campaign, and as such contains dark themes, including descriptions of gore, violence, and other features intrinsic to the gothic horror genre. Hello, and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos does Curse of Strahd. I'm your Dungeon Master, Darby, and joining me as always are Zoe playing Sevia, Emily playing Beatrice, Laura playing Conrad, Mitch playing Designation 42, Exley, and Johanna playing Fall. Let's jump into things. Welcome back. So, where we last left off, the party began exploring the Amber Temple and fought off some flame skulls reasonably handily, but they took a bit of damage in the process because those skulls fireballed them, and they took a short rest and then went to continue through the temple and stumbled upon or discovered a large amber statue, which quickly revealed itself to actually be an amber golem, and actually was attacked by it and hit quite severely. We had one round of combat, and we are back at the top for another round. So, Casimir is quickly going to... he is quickly going... Yeah, it is, unfortunately. He is quickly going to cast... He's not quite sure what to do, so he's just gonna fall back on a firebolt. First roll of the night, natural one.
Of course. Excellent.
At least he's rolling it to which the manner we are accustomed for him to roll this.
Casimir looks into the darkness enshrouding the golem, tries to aim at where he thinks it might have been, but you don't hear it hit the creature. Next is Conrad.
Okay, so alright, so Conrad is going to dash. He's going to shove Esmeralda aside if he has to. So all the little squares on our map there, the little ones are 5 feet each, yeah?
Yes.
Cool, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to pause here. So is the doorway here open?
Yes.
This is the doorway in the room with the golem and also Exley.
Yes.
Cool.
It leads to a black marble balcony. If you were to duck your head out, you would notice that it looks to be about 30 feet above the floor, overhanging the northeast corner of the temple.
Okay, so anyway,
there is another pair of doors.
This is him pausing in his dash, I suppose, because that's his action, and he's going to then quickly yell out quite loudly from the doorway. He's going to go, everyone, keep distance, break down the hole as soon as possible. Casters, get good distance and attack the moment it leaves the dark. Shoot it in the back if you can. Exley, flee or hide, your choice. Use dark to advantage. And so he's going to use the bonus action help to Exley. And then he's going to continue to run very noisily into the the balcony you've just described,
Okay.
I suppose.
Yeah, because you can still use the dash action.
Yeah,
because
well,
you haven't used
that
your
is his dash action,
Yeah.
his help is bonus. So yeah.
Yeah.
So he has just run across, yelled all that out, like already while he's in the doorway, and then
Okay.
that's his move.
Yeah. Beatrice.
So, Beatrice is going to once again run up and join Celia and Four. Actually, she's gonna run up to the door, just inside the doorway, and she is going to shoot at. She's going to shoot into the darkness at the golem to try and hit it with an arrow.
Okay. Roll to hit. So roll at I think it technically cancels out because you have disadvantage because you can't see it, but it has disadvantage. But you have advantage because the target can't see you.
Right.
So that means they cancel out, and it's just a straight roll.
That
Which-
is a 22.
That'll hit.
And that's 9.
9. Okay. So, what type of damage was that?
Piercing?
Piercing with just an arrow.
Just with an arrow.
So that is. You do notice that it seems to have. Well, you wouldn't notice, really, because it's in the dark. Alright, so. Alright.
And then she is going to use for the bonus action just to duck back behind the door.
Alright. Exley.
Yes. Exley is going to reevaluate his life choices. Is going to tap his chest a couple of times and is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. And that will be he will use his last 3rd level slot for that.
Okay.
Because he is in pain. Where is that? There we are. That is not a lot. 12, 14 healing.
Yeah.
So I'm now up at 28, if you're keeping track. He is then going to listen to the wonderful leader and flee. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 down there.
Alright.
Now,
actually,
can
I think
he see me to make an opportunity attack?
he cannot. It cannot. So yeah,
Okay. Can I just really quickly say something as a free action, maybe?
yeah.
That room is dangerous. And I end my turn.
Alright. The golem going to start its turn by taking one step out, where it can now see everyone. And would it go? What would it do? I think it's gonna go to the center of the room and just hold its action.
Okay.
Alright. Thevia.
Okay, well, I can see it now. And Conray said, casters, shoot it. I would like to cast a 2nd level Witch Bolt at it.
Alright, roll to hit.
You. Oh, and that I have a...
I can make this thing visible again.
+8.
There we go.
That is a 15 to hit.
That misses. Notice it kind of makes contact and then just glances off, like doesn't hold.
Okay.
Right. You do notice though, when it stepped out of the darkness, that it does seem to be shaky now.
Okay, cool. Well, now I've cast it, so it's a concentration for a minute, so I can cast it again later.
Just double check something, but yeah, we'll...
So yeah, Sevia tried to shoot off this spell. And she's going to turn to it because everyone else is in this hallway except for Conrad. And she's going to turn to everyone else and be like, I agree with team leader. Run!
Alright, are you using your movement at all?
No.
Also, point of interest, Witch Bolt only continues on if you hit.
What?
So it is on a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration. You can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically.
That's just wording. Okay, fine.
Well, you can't deal damage to it automatically if it hasn't latched onto it. So.
Okay, well then I actually will use some of my movement to duck behind the door.
Okay.
Just so it doesn't have a direct line of sight to me.
Alright. Fall.
So Fall's gonna hear Conrad's advice, be like, yes! Fleeing is a great idea. And dash there, now reduced to 45 feet dash, so... Oh, yeah. So they're just gonna dash down the hall, essentially, and that's their turn.
Okay. Next is Esmeralda, who's going to yeah, I think she's going to try a firebolt on Golem as well. That's cocked. That's also cocked. That is a 4. Plus 6, 10. So that's and she's gonna do 30 feet down the corridor. Okay. Next is back to the top of the round, Casimir, who is gonna go for another firebolt. 3. What is going on?
You used up all your 20s last week hurting us.
Yeah, apparently. And he is gonna dash 60 feet. Not 60 feet, 30 feet. Conrad.
Okay, well, after he witnesses literally none of the magic casters hitting the creature at all.
You saw 2 bolts of fire and one lightning.
Just glanced perfectly off it.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, good God. What's he going to do? Alright, he's just going to move further back on the patio. Still making a fair amount of noise. He's going to check in at the doorway there.
Okay. From what you can see, this bare stone room consists of a foyer to the west and a shrine to the east. 4 candlesticks lie on the dusty floor of the foyer. In the shrine, fragments of shattered obsidian statues scattered in a raised alcove at the eastern end of the chamber. 2 pairs of empty alcoves line the north and south walls of the shrine.
Interesting. So he can't see anything dangerous in that, so 6 seconds, yeah?
No.
So he's just gonna just step in so he's just out of the line of sight?
Yep.
Can I, like, throw a ball bearing just on the floor, like, and do a bonus action still?
Yeah, I'll call that like an interaction to
Okay,
just
so he
toss
grabs
a
a
ball
couple,
bearing on the ground.
shoves his hand in one of his little pockets, kind of like just scatters the ball bearings so that like they'll roll out into the landing and also in the room where he's at. And then as a bonus action, he's just going to crouch down and hide.
Okay. Next.
He has no idea what anyone's doing now. He doesn't know whether he has to still try to distract the creature or not. So that's what he'll do.
Next is Beatrice.
Alright, so Beatrice is once again just going to step into the doorway. This time she's going to cast Ensnaring Strike at 2nd level.
Okay.
By, once again, shooting at the golem with her bow. Let's see. That's a 19 to hit.
That will hit. Now, does it need to make a save?
It needs to make a strength save, which is 13.
13, and it does have advantage not only because of its magic resistance, but because
it's size.
of its size. What kind of save is it? Strength save?
Strength.
Unfortunately, that's going to be a success. 18.
It's all good.
It does have a strength of +6, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
But you still do... no, that's while restrained. But you still do damage.
Hang on. Just have to double check what the...
So it'd be 1d8
It's-
plus 3.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 3, it's 11.
11. Okay.
And
So
then,
you notice this time, because you can see it, that it does seem to be resistant to the non-magical damage.
yeah, and Beatrice is going to use the bonus action to run down the hall.
Oh, no, I'm misreading this. It is immune to non-magical damage.
Oh.
So it technically is not shaky.
No. You
It's on
said
the
this
verge.
item was on sale, so now I'm at the register, and you have to give me the sale.
This golem isn't immune.
This particular golem.
Specific one.
I mean, it's on the verge of shaky.
Somebody just has to hit it with a spell.
Yeah. Exley, your go.
Speaking of hitting things with spells, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. Exley's going to step out a couple of feet, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is going to, seeing that no one else is following Conrad's directions of magic casters hit the target, he's going to raise up.
They're following the spirit, if not the letter
Following
of
the
the
spirit,
order.
yeah.
Did you try?
He's going to raise up his left hand, a la Iron Man, and a sort of a ghostly green-blue hand extends from his and goes to latch out onto this creature, and he casts Chill Touch.
Alright, so is this an attack or a save?
It is an attack.
Okay, roll to hit.
I'm assuming... Help was... That's long gone, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
that was was it this round or last?
I don't think it was this round.
It was last round. Just one moment. I believe it's until the next time they do something. Sorry, just one moment.
Yeah.
Because of my special ability. My apologies.
Yeah, this could be. Roll once, and we'll see.
Yeah, sorry, I'll double check. It may not be.
Oh, I got a 17. So
17.
potentially.
So that will just hit.
Okay.
Yes, and it should be because it was before the start of my next turn. So yes,
okay.
you will
Yeah.
get advantage.
Oh.
Because it hasn't been my next turn yet. Because you're pretty much after me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think.
Okay.
I hope.
So just see if it's a crit.
If it's a crit, that'll be amazing. It's not.
It's not.
Oh wow. So this ghostly hand reaches out and sort of grabs it on its shoulder,
Yeah.
and
this deals necrotic damage, doesn't it?
does deal necrotic damage. That is a good roll. That's what is it? That's 14 necrotic damage.
All right. It is now actually shaky.
Okay.
And you see like the full force of this necrotic energy like going through the cracks in its form.
Exley is going to take a few more steps back
All right.
because he's now following 2 instructions.
Good news, guys. You did waste its held action.
Perfect.
Because it was to attack anyone who walked past. The bad news is it's going to go towards those that it can, like the people it saw, or at least heard running away down the corridor. So, then once it gets here, it sees Sevia.
Oh.
And is going to attack.
What kind of attack is it doing?
It is going to try to... What is the word it uses? It is using a slam attack. Actually, no. Yes it is. It's gonna...
So I can't counterspell.
No. No.
Well, useful. I love to be me.
Alright. Does a 25 hit?
What do you think, Darby? What do you think? That's nearly double my armor class. That is double my armor class.
So that is...
A lot of dice.
That is 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Good. Okay. Okay. How does he hit me? Just so I know how fucked up I'm about to be.
Yeah, so it basically takes its fist, its permanent fist, and just hits you, like, brings its hand down on your head.
She's like dazed and like catches herself on the wall and just like probably sees double for like 0.2 of a second. It's like, that's not good.
But not letting me change Sevia's hit points.
Because it doesn't want me to be injured.
I mean, it's just...
It wants me to be okay.
Yeah, just not going to appear on the overlay, I guess.
Still says no.
Since you are still standing, it is going to attack you again. That is a dirty 20.
Oh my god!
But low damage.
Okay, cool.
That's only 12 damage.
Hello, Dubby.
12. It is 12 damage. You're on 4. Yeah. And... I don't know why
But I'm not down.
There we go. Now it's letting me. Okay. Got there by the end of your turn. By the end of its turn. Okay. So, yeah, you are standing.
It's
And it
now
is
my
your
turn,
go.
isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not pleased about this turn of events.
I don't imagine
And
you would be.
I was gonna use a different spell. But I really would like to murder this thing. So I'm gonna get my 8d6 out and cast Fireball. It's my last 3rd level.
Okay, so are you going to place it in a spot that it's not going to hit yourself and your ally?
Yes.
Or, actually, no, that doesn't matter because of your...
Spell
because of
sculpt.
your spell sculpt. Yeah. So,
And no one's within, the only other person within 20 feet is Exley and Beatrice, and that's enough for me to not hit them. So
All right.
what's
so
the...
it does have advantage on its save because this is a spell. It doesn't make any difference because both rolls are 14. Minus 1, 13. So that's probably a failure, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's a dex 16 save.
Yeah, so that is a failure.
Okay. So that is 8d6. Let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we... Okay. Not a lot of super high numbers, but that's fine. We've got 12, 15, 17, 19, 21, 25, 27.
27, so yeah, a bit below the... actually, no, that's a reasonably high fireball, I think. I don't know. It does take the full brunt of this fire damage.
Good.
And it is looking quite shaky at this point.
Oh, I was really hoping that would kill it. Okay, that's fine. She does not look happy that it's still standing.
Okay.
Yeah. Laura's miming at me to run, but I don't want to take the opportunity attack, but I might have to.
It's up to you.
I'm not going to. Sorry, Conrad. I finally hit it, though.
Okay. Fall, your go. The golem just hit Sevia twice, and you saw it, Sevia, Beatrice, and Exley get engulfed in a fireball, but only the golem took damage.
Yeah. Awful. Super does not know what to do. Okay, so Force is gonna be like, take a moment, look to see what's happening, and be like, okay, this is probably stupid. Alright. And they're going to dash to the golem and do a flurry of blows.
Alright.
So, they start off with swinging their quarterstaff, trying to smash at any weak points. They rolled an 18 to hit.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay.
Just check how your keen and fueled strike.
Yeah, so it counts as magical damage.
Is that all your attacks with monk weapons as well as your
Oh yeah, good point.
unarmed strikes? Your unarmed strikes count as magical.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is going to do nothing.
Yeah, so you hit it with the staff and notice it doesn't flinch at all.
Okay. Force is going to be like, oh, shit, okay.
You can still take your second attack unarmed if you want.
Yeah,
having
they're going
realized
to
that.
Basically do like a kick. Like they're trying to break a board. Oh, that was a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
7 damage.
7 damage. Alright. And then,
How are you doing this?
and then your 2 unarmed strikes.
Yes, okay.
As flurry of blows.
Alright, so, That is a 23 to hit.
23 will certainly hit.
And that is 6 damage.
Nice.
And finally, they're going to do another kick. That's another 23 to hit.
That, yeah, will also hit.
And that's 7 damage.
Alright, okay. It's still looking really shaky, but it's still standing. Like, there are some deep cracks that, like, your hits just serve to further open.
Okay.
But it's still somewhat structurally sound.
Okay.
Is Esmeralda's go?
Then I'll just disengage.
Yeah, because... Do you still have movement? Yeah. Do you still have movement left? Because you're on half speed,
10,
remember?
20, 30... Oh yeah, I've got just 10 feet of movement. There we go.
What is your speed that you still had 10 feet from where you were?
45 with a dash.
But you are halved at the moment, or is that the next
I
level
dashed.
is that the next level of exhaustion?
And I get an extra 10 if I do the... Yeah. It makes sense, I swear.
So the normal speed is 45. That's halved, but she
I dashed,
as a bonus,
so it was
bonus
45.
action, which means the normal speed
But
is
she
45.
also did Flurry of Blows as a bonus action.
And that gives me an extra 10 feet.
Oh, when you do Flurry of Blows, it gives you an extra 10 feet of movement. Okay. So it's a
30,
drunken
40.
master or whatever it is thing.
So I think I'm next to Beatrice. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
All right. So next is Esmeralda, who is going to. What's she gonna do? She's gonna try to firebolt. That's a 19 plus the 6, so or no 8, 6 for her. So that is going to be 1d10. So that is max damage. That is 10. It is still up, but it is like you see the fireball, like there is severe cracks around like the neck. Like a well-placed hit could knock this thing over, and the cracks in it could potentially shatter depending on where it is hit. Casimir is that is a 9. That's not going to hit.
Of course.
Conrad. You technically don't know what's going on, other than you heard a fireball go off at one point.
Yeah, I'm hearing lots of people fight. You probably would be like, okay, clearly not listening to my suggestions, or either listening to it very well. So he's going to bonus action dash.
Yeah.
I believe he can actually get to the golem in that, because it's 60 feet it would be.
Yeah.
Okay. He would pause for a moment as he gets into this, as part of that. So he, quick assessment to look to see how the golem is doing. Okay, I were to do an intelligence roll, be like, he looking like he might go.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, okay.
For anything living, it would be a medicine check, but this is a magical moving statue.
Alright, Arcana check. That's fine. Maybe 16.
Yeah, this is looking really beat up.
It's got cracks in it.
And it's got cracks in it.
Okay.
Various weak points to
we
exploit.
will give it an attempt. He will run right up to it. Seeing that, like, I guess, like, as he gets closer, he, like, would turn and see the, like, Seaweed who's, like, got probably bleeding from the head at this point. Like, okay, and then try and wedge the rapier, like, in the deepest crack, I suppose.
Alright, roll to hit.
So I rolled 14 plus 7. Yes,
Yeah,
so
that
that
will
should hit. Okay.
And you get sneak attack because Seavey is right there.
Seavey is bleeding there.
because she is still
D8,
technically conscious.
Okay, we'll use D&D bomb for that one. So rapier damage is a 5. That's fine. And then sneak attack. How many have I got for now? It's 3d6 now. Okay. So so 5 for the rapier, and sneak attack is 11, so 16 damage.
Okay, how are you dealing with this?
Yes!
I can't believe he's literally stabbing it in the back.
That's it. And it's a magic, and the rapier is magical, I believe we established as well. So
Yes.
it doesn't harm. Cool. So I guess, as I said, he had run into the alcove, ducked down, threw the ballberries everywhere, so I could hear if like someone was coming, like someone else was sneaking past or anything. Didn't hear anyone coming. Had lots of fire happening. And then some big thunks from the creature. I went, oh my god! So then, yeah, he ran past, turned to his right, I guess. Saw Sevia back there, and then turned to the golem. And all right, and then stabbed straight into like the crack that he'd assessed from that Arcana check, I suppose, to kind of pry it apart.
Yeah, and yeah, as you make short work of this crack with the rapier, you see the magic start to fail within the golem, and it collapses and just shatters into shards of amber.
Okay,
on the
Darby,
ground.
in this amount of time, I was just stretching. I've already used my bonus action. Can I shove Sevia out of the way as well? So she doesn't get flattened.
I mean, the way
Because
the
we're out
angle,
of initiative, technically.
the angle it's coming from, it's basically falling away from you, so it's not falling in Sevia's direction anyway.
Okay, cool. So so it's falling in front of me, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So Koro jumps back a little bit. Like, okay.
Sevia, like, just watches it go down, leans back against the wall, and just slides to the floor. Well, that could have gone worse.
Could have also gone better. You're right.
I think, and she reaches up and touches her head. I'm assuming she is bleeding from the head, which, as we have previously established, via human anatomy, is a lot of blood. And she just looks at her own hand and she's like, oh, that's bad. I believe this is bad. This is bad.
Blood is generally quite bad if it's your own blood.
Yes.
Okay, everyone else? 42? Everyone alive? Able to provide aid?
Yes,
Exley is going to go over to Sevia, and if no one else is going to put out a hand and just sort of grab the top of Sevia's head and is going to cast Cure Wounds.
Gently there, boy.
That is 2d8 plus 2 if you would like to roll it.
Yes. I'll pick some shiny boys. Ooh, +2. I heal 14 points.
excellent.
Damn.
Nice.
That's pretty
Basically,
Nice.
yeah. Basically, almost nullifying one of those hits.
One of them. One
yeah.
of them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
good.
Thank you, Exley. I'm assuming.
You are welcome.
Good. Are you okay? It did quite a number on you.
It did. I believe I am in extreme pain.
Yes. Okay. We should probably retreat. Everyone else, are they all here? All right?
Everybody else is fine.
Yes, and yes, this thing looks actually dead. Full has just been repeatedly kicking the body of the golem.
Good. Yes, it seemed to crumble. Good. All right. Back to the back room. I think we should. Yes. Do
Yes,
that.
the small room we found before.
Yes. Let's go.
Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Safety.
The room we are currently in seems to be very recently vacated.
Well, yes, we could go there. As long as we barricade it, that's a good point. Yes.
So, where are we going? Room with that had the golem in it, or the
One
room
quick
we
point.
just came from?
Is the darkness down, or is it still up there?
Oh, yeah, I take the darkness off.
So the map shows crumbling. Is that room like literally crumbled away?
Not crumbled away, but there is like a lot of like.
Is it cold in there? Is my question.
It's cold everywhere.
Is there wind blowing through the cracks of the wall?
No, not to that extent. It's deep enough, like, into the mountain that you're not getting wind currents.
Okay, well, possibly in here. I had a quick look out. We could probably barricade the doors. If this is better space for everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Do we have any ability to create a fire or other heat-creating element?
Sevia like looks at yes, yeah, and like shakes her head to try and get her thoughts back together. Like, yes, I have magic fire. I can cast a lower level, not the one.
Good. I do have some oil. If that would help make it a bigger fire, if we have things to burn.
Candles.
I have tinderbox, that's all. I can set fire, I have nothing to make fire fully.
Okay.
We can.
Is there anything, if we go into the room, is there anything in the room or in the surrounds that we could maybe use?
There's candelabras in the room that Conrad saw, but they look metal. And the little alcove that we went to last time, like Sevia found some spell stuff. There wasn't just like random paper in there, was there? I can't actually remember.
No. So there was some disintegrated scrolls, and there was some Arcanist's ink, but there wasn't blank paper.
Well, Conrad does have a lantern, which I just think is probably like hooked like on the back of his belt or something. Like, well, we can put some in here, but it's not really.
I mean, you might be able to salvage some of like the disintegrating scrolls and maps for some kindling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Beatrice would go down into the other room to see whether she can scrounge anything up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So Beatrice will go and have a look.
Excellent. Well, for now we should. Cool. Yes. So currently we'll go and try and shut the doors to the left of the room.
Does Beatrice find anything?
As far as like
as far as something
crap
to
we can
set
burn.
fire to.
nothing in addition to like the scraps of deteriorating maps and paper.
Alright, well, she'll just grab whatever deteriorating pieces of paper she can carry.
Yep.
And bring them up to everyone else.
You have a decent idea of fire. This is going to be enough to to
You
get
have a
it started.
decent idea of fire.
A decent idea of fire. Verb.
Why has your token gotten so small?
Alright.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. I guess Fall is going to like grab like one of the sheets out of his backpack and be like, "Oh, I can I'll see if I can bandage up any of your remaining wounds, Sevia. That was quite the hit."
Oh, I think yes. Oh, everything went a little funny. Does she have any other wounds on her, or would Cure Wounds have sorted out most open?
Cure Wounds would have, probably dealt with the open wounds.
Okay. I think I mostly just need some cleaning up. I don't think there's anywhere else particularly. Could you actually give me a hand up?
Oh, certainly. Here you go.
Good. And she like uses you to like pull herself up, and it's clearly like a little bit of effort. Yes, well, into this room we go, and probably going to lean on you quite heavily to go in.
Yeah, Fall will support her weight.
Excellent. So is everyone in the room yet, or is Exley still standing outside?
Exley would be in the room.
Cool. So, did Conrad lock the doors that were...
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Wouldn't take too
so
much.
then once everyone else goes in, he will go and try and do the same for this
Beatrice-
one.
Beatrice
Exley will assist on this.
Okay.
Yeah, and Beatrice will be in the middle of the room, starting the fire.
And I guess Conrad will even get like some of the rubble that's like crumbled there, and we'll like try and shove that in front of the door and stuff to barricade it more.
If Beatrice needs any help making the fire, is Sevia allowed to use like a little bitty firebolt just to get it going, or is that going to evaporate everything?
No, that works. I think it explicitly works within the description of the spell, quite possibly.
Sets a fire.
A flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
Okay, cool. I just didn't want to like evaporate all our kindling in 3 seconds.
Awesome.
Okay.
And Beatrice will be feeling a little bad about Sevia being injured, so she will allow Sevia to help.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
So big of her. I also so Cohen will like barricade like the door to the left with rubble, and then he's going to look out the back, and then he's going to like survey over people to see how they're doing, because he's pondering back on the fact that he's left his cloak in the other room. But yeah, like, can we see facts like the fact that fall is quite cold? Is that obvious if he takes a glance over everyone?
Yeah.
Paul is shivering a lot.
And then he also looks at Exley, who's like bashed into pieces pretty much. He's like, okay, I will be right back. Be back soon. And then he's going to unlock the doors down to the south. Yes. And then he's going to dash as quickly and as quietly as he can back down to the well area.
Okay.
And what he's basically going to do, once if he gets there safely, is he's going to really quickly pick up the heavy things, bundle them under his arm, and then pull off the cape, and then just kind of like pelt back up the hallway in case anything comes up after.
Okay. Yeah. You don't get the feeling that anything's chasing after you.
Cool. So he kind of like halfway run up the hallway, then kind of like pause and look behind him, like, huh? Okay, and then just like kind of like yes, so brush himself off, and then keep lugging the stuff back in, and then he'll knock on the door, I guess, and then try to force his way back in regardless of if anyone opens the door for him. And then he will throw the cloak in the general direction of both Fall and Sevia, because they seem to be sitting sort of around the same area. And then, he will... okay, that should keep you all warm. That's good for staying alive. We should probably rest. Exley, you are quite maimed.
You notice that Exley is propped up. He helps you shut this door, and then he goes back to what he was doing, which was he's laid out all his tinkerer's tools in front of him, and he's like trying to screw in his arm back together again. So he's like fixing broken panels and like trying to beat himself back into shape.
So Conrad will just like look curiously at him, and kind of just plop down and just like watch without saying anything. Do you do this often?
Not to this extent.
Curious. You are fine on your own? You do not require assistance? I cannot do magic, so that is not of use.
If you wish to help, I can allow you to assist, but
yes.
I am fine doing it on my own, should you choose not to.
I see. Well, if you require assistance, you may instruct me, and I will assist. And if not, that is also no matter to me.
Very well. And he passes you a set of pliers. Just starts instructing you on things to like pull and move out of the way so that he can bend in other metal pieces. And he's fixing twigs and everything underneath.
So Connor will assist with this, but he looks very perplexed and kind of like, oh, manual labor. But he's still like interested.
Okay, so
yes.
Point of interest as far as resting is involved. It's only around about 2 in the afternoon. So you can take a long rest now, but just be aware that that will kind of mess with your day-night cycle a little.
Don't think it can mess with us as much as that Amber Golem did, though.
No.
Yeah, I think, if we wake up at like 2 a.m. the next day, because we can't get to sleep, I think we can live with that.
Yeah. You do notice after a while that like the fire does seem to alleviate some of the concerns with the weather. It's still cold, but not to the point of hypothermia.
Okay.
So are you taking a rest and waking up at like midnight?
I think we're definitely taking a short rest.
Yeah.
And I'd very much like to do that before we take a long rest.
Okay.
But then if we take a long rest, like straight after that, then...
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, I'd like to take a short rest for the pure reason that I want Sevia on proper concussion protocol, which means she shouldn't go to sleep for at least an hour or 2 to make sure her pupils are the right size.
Yeah.
True.
I think Casimir and Esmeralda are definitely going to check in with Exley and Sevia at least to see like how much energy they've got left for spell casting, to gather like how much further it is worth trying to progress right now.
Exley is very unemotionally going to convey that he is very next to useless.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can cast a few low-level spells. I haven't got a lot of powerful things in me.
Okay.
Beatrice will also mention she hasn't got much left either. She's pretty much useless.
Okay.
When it comes to healing from now.
So
It may be worthwhile taking a longer rest, whether we want to do that here or go back out into the forest.
It might be good to assess. It is difficult. There's not much we can do to prepare for this. If this is but one of the creatures here, they're all very unpredictable.
At least we know what they want.
Us.
Kill us?
Correct.
Well, yes, that seems to be the general goals for many creatures here in this land. So, trying not to die, I suppose, is the general goal of us. You don't have any feelings, do you, Casimir? The thing that you want, not here, not in this room?
not in this room, no.
Of course. All right. Good.
Before we shut the door, like the door to the south, how large was like a fragment of the head of this golem? Is it carryable?
Fragments, definitely. The head, in like the entire head, probably wouldn't be. But certainly, like fragments of it.
There wasn't like a hand left, was there?
Not in one piece.
A finger, perhaps.
I'll take an amber finger.
The hands, unfortunately, were built as like permanent fists.
Damn. Alright, I'll just grab like a few shards, like a handful of shards of amber.
Okay. So, are you collectively taking a short rest followed by a long rest, or just a short rest?
Short rest for now, and then we decide when we wake up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beatrice will keep a very close eye on Sevia while everyone's resting.
Exley is going to lean up
Sevia?
against the east wall as well.
I will say, while Exley was teaching Conrad how to perform manual labor, Sevia was like she was next to Fall, like little like buddy next to Fall with the blanket, but she like did that thing where you like swivel around so like her back is to the fire, and she was just watching the whole time because she's curious. And she also would have because her hair has gone through a lot in the last 25 minutes. So she's going to put it into little double Dutch braids that like end in little puff balls at the base of her head just to try and protect it a bit more.
Yeah.
Nice.
And just lean into Fall the whole
Conrad,
time.
you do know that there is at least one room to the north that the room itself is seemingly devoid of any inhabitants.
Yeah.
There
You
is
didn't see much in
door.
there, though.
There is a door in there.
Oh, there is a door in there.
Yeah.
He's thinking about this while we're taking a short rest.
So
We can either press forward or
people
go
feel
out.
feel free to roll hit dice.
I'm not gonna bother.
Babe.
Yeah, I
let me
forgot to
let me know how
expend
much.
hit dice.
Let me know what your what you've ended up on.
Took no damage.
Oh,
Wow.
which I guess I might as well expend one more hit die. All right.
Yeah. I just took 8 points of healing.
All right.
Oh, I can't find Conrad's page. I guess I'll use that. Yes. Here we go.
D8.
Not too bad.
I wish.
Okay.
Exley is back up at 56 hit points, and he used 3 of his hit dice.
Okay. Conrad, are you
Disgusting.
back to full?
No, I'm on 37 now. I have 1 hit die left.
Okay, so you've got.
Exley's now back up above the Beatrice.
When did you take damage?
Oh, back when we were fighting the Flaming Skulls.
Ah.
I'm not too far below him. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't need to roll hit dice because I am so close to full.
Oh, yes. Unlike
Currently.
Sevia, Fall, and Conrad, who are 30 buddies,
Yeah.
30 somethings.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
I'm up to 26 hit points.
Awesome. How's everyone doing emotionally? How you all looking?
Exley's fine emotionally.
Well, yeah.
Sevia looks a little like spaced out, but not in a concerning way, just in a like, if I think too hard, my head hurts kind of way.
That's fair.
She's just looking a little spacey.
Paul's like huddled up with her, and he looks very cold.
Fair, understandable.
Almost
I think
How does
after
Conrad look?
I think after assisting Exley, Conrad hasn't really been looking at most of the party members. He's probably like now just gone to like the door to the south, and he's like just like I believe him and Exley have like thrown rocks in front of it, but now he's like checking the like is there a keyhole in the doorway? I assume there is because most of the doors have them. Oh, there isn't. Okay. He's gonna go and check the other door then as well to see if that has a keyhole.
That one does not either.
Oh, okay. He's just gonna not do the thing. He's just gonna be like, okay, and then he's just gonna go and sit in a corner away from other people and ponder thoughts, I suppose.
Exley was resting up against that western door.
Yeah, for sure. Karen will have like leaned over you to see if there's a keyhole.
Yeah. Did he hear anything in the hour? Or like feel any vibrations on the other side of the door?
No.
Was there anything exciting? Nothing at all.
No.
Okay, and how thick is the door? Is it like a stone door or a wooden door?
It is an amber door.
Exciting.
So it is ever so slightly translucent, but so you'd see like if there was something close enough on the other side, you would see like a bit of a shadowing through the amber, but yeah. So you haven't seen anything in that regard either.
Cool.
All right. At the end of the hour, what would people like to do?
Sleep.
Excellent. Is everyone sufficiently rested? How's everyone doing?
Fine.
You look very cold, Fall.
Yes.
You are blue already, but you know the.
Bit more blue than usual. Yes, I am remembering some of my studies that apparently tieflings, their metabolism is different, and I am worse than the cold, better with the heat. Really feeling it.
Well, fascinating. Might need to remain near the fire for a bit then.
Yes.
I mean, I certainly feel more rested, but there's not a lot of powerful magic I can do right now.
Not good then.
And if these are just the first two things we've faced in here, I'd hate to see what's any closer to what we're looking for.
Yes, that is true.
You went through those doors, Conrad, during the combat with the golem. Did you see anything through there?
Yes, there was a doorway. There were some candelabras strewn everywhere. Some kind of, I believe it was some desecrated statue or something. I only had a quick glance, and I did see another doorway. So, yes, I do also recall. When I went to go and get the cloak, there's also a doorway down the hall. Although not certain, but I would be curious to investigate one of the doorways. I could do that without. If the rest of you must rest, that would be, I could have a quick look.
I think we're not too far off from you, and you're fairly stealthy, aren't you?
Yes, I'm quite good.
If you maybe have a look, a bit of a scout ahead, Beatrice, if you're feeling up to it, maybe you could help him out, and then
I can help.
Yes, and then if the worst should happen, then at least we're not too far away.
Yes, well, we'll see.
No, we shouldn't go off alone.
No, certainly not. Yes. Good. Well, rest then, those that must rest. Beatrice, well.
Yes, which door would you like to try first?
Exley, could you step aside, please?
Of course. And I move off to the side, and I assist with opening the door should it be needed.
Yep, we will go through there.
Okay.
And he kind of like crouches down and then like motions for Beatrice to follow.
And Beatrice also, not that she's all that tall, will also get a little bit smaller and follow after.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, so Beatrice...
And we're going to stealth out onto the landing.
Yeah, stepping out onto this balcony for the first time, you do notice that it is made of black marble, and it is about 30 feet above the floor below.
Excellent. And Connor will gesture to Exley to close the doors. Oh no, he will first gesture to Exley in like a miming of a knocking in like a certain pattern. And then look to Exley to see if he can mime the same pattern.
Can I? Do I have understanding of basic patterns?
I guess roll me an intelligence check.
All right.
Oh dear.
Got to do like a performance check?
It's gonna be very easy, but
yeah, I rolled
Here comes the nat one.
I rolled a 14, but I have a plus 0 modifier, so take that as you will.
Fair.
Oh dear.
Excellent. And then, so Conrad seems confident that Exley knows the pattern that he's mimed, and then he gestures for him to close the door.
Okay.
He does, though.
All right. We survey
I got
the
this
marble
wrong.
landing, and then Conrad will stealth over to the doorway, again pointing and directing Beatrice where he's going to be going.
And again, Beatrice just follows silently.
Oh, Conrad will pick up some ball bearings while he's walking, sneaking past, so that we don't trip on
The
them.
ones you dropped.
Yeah, that didn't work.
What?
And then he's going to enter into the room with the candelabras, again looking to see if he can spot anything that might jump out at him.
Okay. You do notice, and I think, Beatrice, you would notice this as well, actually having some time in this room, that there is a secret door to the north.
To the north.
Not
Of the
straight
room.
ahead through this doorway.
So,
Is it?
what I'll do is I'll reveal a slight bit of corridor to show you where the secret door is.
Ooh.
So yeah, there is.
Okay.
So there's the door to the west, and then there's the secret door to the north.
All right. Well, can we say Conrad's going to check the like maybe Beatrice can be the one who discovers that one. Conrad is going to check to see if there's a keyhole for the oven for the physical door that we can see.
Okay. Yeah. Again, it is a an amber door. Simply.
Okay. Nothing useful for him to check then.
All you need to do is push into the door.
Yeah.
Push
He's
at the
just
door
kind of like
to-
frowning at it. And then he'll turn to look over it to see what Beatrice is doing.
Yeah. Are you opening that room?
No, of course not. He's going to go
Okay.
over to see what Beatrice is doing.
Okay.
He can't see anything. Why would he go
Okay.
straight in? Okay. He looks over at Beatrice.
All right.
Beatrice, having found this secret door, will gesture at him and then see if there's a way, if there's like a crack or a keyhole to look through. But if it's a secret door, I'm assuming there's not.
Yeah. No. So it's. Yeah. There's a bit of a crack, but not enough to really.
Couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conrad like looks at Beatrice like, well, shall I try and get this open, or should I try the other door? What is your thinking?
I think we should try to get one door open a crack to peek through.
Yes, the one to the west should be the easiest to crack open. The only problem is I can't see anything past it. A hidden alcove might be safer to test first, but I am not certain. I am not much used to this sort of thing. I'm better at getting into locked rooms and things like that, not taking wild stabs in the dark. Well, not these sorts of wild stabs in the dark.
Yeah. Beatrice is just going to try and crack the secret door open a little bit.
Okay.
Conrad readies his rapier.
Yeah. As soon as you do, this smell starts to waft into the room. This smell of just death.
Exciting.
Looking in, you see a dusty corridor which heads north, then bends to the east. And if you were to look further through, you would see that it... no, at that angle you'd still see it. So you'd see that it descends into a staircase. The air is thin but heavy with the stench of death.
Oh, that's a pleasant smell.
Yeah, it's not exactly a good sign. Perhaps we should check the other door first. Maybe close it a little peep, and then we might need to be better enforced if we're going to go further into the darkness.
I believe you're right. And then Beatrice will shut the door again.
Okay.
Alright, and Connor is going to creep over to the door to the west.
Alright. So...
And so is Beatrice.
This is
Oh, okay.
simply another archer post. Narrow room with an arrow slit in the center of the south wall.
Nothing else interesting in there?
No. The ceiling's about 10 feet high. Arrow slit looks toward the temple floor, beneath the raised left arm of the great statue outside.
I will be honest, I was expecting something far more interesting. Well, there we go. Should we probe further downstairs, or should we check down the hall, or check elsewhere?
Perhaps we should try down the other hallway.
Okay, all right. Let's do that. Yes, good.
I think we should go into the dark alone.
No, you're correct. Yes, good.
Okay.
All right, we will do that.
So you're
Snake.
so back to that side room in the hallway. Is that?
Yeah. Conrad Bullock and very lightly tap near where Exley was sitting in the pattern that he established.
Okay.
So just before the knock happens, Exley is discussing with the other two. So, if the captain dies, the vice captain takes over. But what if they both die?
Well, then I think it becomes Casimir's mission, since he's the reason we're here at this particular point in time.
I guess.
Or it becomes Esmeralda's mission. She's quite competent.
So whoever wants to take charge at that point. Although once you've lost that many people, chances are you're not going to do well in the mission.
No, I'd certainly vote for retreating, but then again, who's to say? We've certainly survived a lot more in Barovia than I thought we would. Most of us.
Yeah.
And then she looks quite upset for a second and then shakes herself again.
Exley is going to cock his head and open his mouth, and then the knock at the door happens, so he gets up and returns the knock. And then opens the door.
All right.
Excellent. We scurry in.
You have saved us a decision. Welcome. And I shut the door again.
Yes. Well,
All right.
so not much news discovered. We found a corridor that stinks, but has steps downwards somewhere. So maybe somewhere important. Beatrice and I were discussing perhaps investigating further around while you must rest.
Nothing came out to attack you or anything?
Not as of yet.
No, but we are quite stealthy, so.
Okay. Well, if you are comfortable, it might be worth it to keep exploring for a bit. At least then we know approximately how many more rooms are in this approximate area.
Yes, it's a pity we do not have a map or something that we can draw upon. Or, actually, oh no, that's yes. Yes, well, if we had some paper, I'm not very good at maps or anything. Yes, well, we shall just have to research on our own. Good. Everyone is still fine here?
Yes, but Sevia flip back of her spell book where she's got a couple of loose leaves of parchment, and she pulls one out and gives it and holds that. Do you want to do this, or do you want one of us to do it? I do have spare.
Oh, I suppose. Do you have any experience in drawing maps? I am quite good at drawing, but I'm not good at. Have not done maps before.
Oh no, none at all. I can read them all right, but I've never had to draw one. Not my speciality.
Beatrice, you have not done maps before?
I've read maps. I could probably do a very crude one.
Okay, well, perhaps we should perhaps we should be able to. We will try to draw a map as we continue. Yes.
Very good. Oh, and then she's going to pause and be like, Fall, you're in the arts. Does it extend to... And she just kind of flaps the piece of parchment at Fall.
I am quite good at drawing, actually. But not maps. No.
Oh.
That's never really come up before.
You have not drawn maps, Exley?
I have not drawn.
Well, first time for everything. Perhaps you shall have to try sometime. I was made to learn, so okay, good. Well, we will try to take note of where we go. We shall not be long, hopefully, unless we die.
Oh, don't do that. I would greatly prefer it if you didn't do that.
We'd also greatly prefer not to die.
Yes, precisely. Good. All right. Same knock pattern, Exley.
Very well.
Good. All right, Beatrice, let us go, and he will go over to the other doorway and unbarricade it. And then do the same kind of tale, like miming, like, okay, guys, now shut the door behind us.
And Exley will prop himself up against the back of that door as well.
And we will sneak off.
So,
Down the hallway.
yeah, you head south down the hallway and reach the door.
Is there a keyhole there, Darby?
There is a keyhole here. This is a much more simple door, not the amber of the larger doors. So you look in and see that the room inside is kind of glazed over with amber over the walls. Oh no, that's the hall. Sorry. It is brightly lit by red copper lanterns hanging in the ceiling. And you don't see anyone in the room from where you are.
Interesting specification. Okay, so Conrad will move back from squinting at the doorway and then look at Beatrice and like point to it and then like draw his rapier and then like mime that we'll probably open this door.
Beatrice nods and draws her bow.
Excellent. We open the door.
All right. So.
Sneakily.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
it's a big room.
You enter this brightly lit chamber, and
my word.
What is this?
Yeah, the walls are sheathed in amber that has been shaped into bas reliefs of wizards with their spellbooks. Stairs to the north and south descend 20 feet to an obsidian lectern, behind which a slab of black slate hangs from chains. Between the stairs are descending rows of red marble benches.
Oh, it's like a university. Oh, okay. Interesting. A public place of learning. Strange.
Interesting. I mean, it was a temple. It kind of makes sense.
I suppose they might have been lecturing about religious texts once upon a time. Strange. Well, I suppose it can't hurt investigating.
I'll follow your lead.
Good. Excellent. And kind of we'll case out the area, I suppose, see if there's anything interesting in this room that we can find that's useful.
Roll me a perception check.
Alright.
Both or just...
both of you, or you can choose for one of you to roll with advantage. Up to you.
If you want to roll with advantage,
I would not mind.
Seeing as Conrad is the one that's leading.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I would not mind because I rolled a nat 1. So let's try the second one. No! I rolled another nat 1! Maybe that would be enough for Beatrice to look on her own, though.
1 in 400, folks.
That's crazy. So I mean, like with perception, like that's still like a 7, but like that's insane.
Yeah, you are distracted by the lanterns up top. There doesn't seem to be anything.
Fine. That would be enough for Beatrice to be like, what is this? What is this fool doing?
What's this fool doing? Oh dear.
It's like, oh, it really is quite beautiful in here.
I will allow Beatrice
Let's remind me of home.
to do her own
Beatrice
check.
is just going to be like,
Yeah,
"You
please let Beatrice. It works narratively.
whatever." And then
Yeah, so he kind of like sees the lanterns, and then he kind of like, oh, it reminds me of home, and then kind of just like spaces out.
You've
Beatrice
just
like,
lost a
face
little bit of
palms.
time, is all.
Yeah. Did Beatrice find anything cool?
oh, sorry. Did you? I think my mic was muted. I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay.
Much better.
So you discover a figure hiding behind the lectern. It is a apparently human figure, and he appears thusly. He's kind of deep tanned skin, and kind of boils or blistering coming down the forehead on one side, with kind of burnt off, with hair burnt along that stretch. What is left of the hair is short and black. He has a bit of like a bit of soot on his chin. And is it gone?
Is what gone? Who are you?
I am Vilnius. Is the statue gone?
The golem, the amber thing.
Yes.
Yes. It's gone.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Vilnius.
What are you doing here?
My stupid master brought me here. I do not know what he thought would come of it, but he is dead now.
Oh,
Burnt by those blasted flame skulls.
yes, we came up against those too. Got a little singed. What were you and your master trying to do?
Wanted to find the knowledge here. Place is a haven for it. Plenty of forbidden magics and ancient knowledge hidden away.
I can understand that.
Nowadays it's just used by barbaric mountain folk for temple, for shelter.
Not very nice shelter then.
You managed to avoid the flame skulls. It's better than the mountainside itself.
Yeah, I suppose.
I say, are you talking to someone or just yourself, Beatrice?
There is someone hiding behind the lectern thing.
Oh, dangerous? Connor will come cautiously over.
I am not sure just yet. He said he came here with his master. He was waiting for the golem thing to be gone.
I see. Well, we took handy care of it. I am Conrad. Why? What is your intentions here?
I have no intentions here. My master brought me here. He wanted the knowledge of the temple. I just want to get out of here.
Conrad looks at Beatrice, like to see what insight check on Beatrice, I guess, or like he just wants to see what he thinks her view of the matter is from a glance.
Okay, yeah, roll me an insight check.
So I don't think you'd have a very good handle on Beatrice, though, so... Okay, at this point, perhaps their expression... So I rolled a 16, so a 19.
19. So you get an okay bearing on what Beatrice's attitude to this strange fellow is, which would be
What's
Emily?
her vibe, Emily?
She's unsure of him as of yet. She doesn't... He could be a threat, but the fact that he has been cowering behind the lectern makes her think, maybe...
Okay, so Conrad will sheath his rapier, but he will keep his hand. He'll just rest his hand on the hilt. Be like, "Well, we got in here. Is there anything stopping you from getting out?"
That golem that was out there.
Well, as we have said, it is now gone. What things were you seeking in here?
My master wanted the knowledge of the temple.
Knowledge, that is also something we seek. Do you have any information in regards to that? Has he mentioned anything, Beatrice?
No, apart from the fact that it's a temple and his master was looking for knowledge.
Perhaps the same thing. Did you come from another land?
Yes.
So you too were tasked by the Vistani, the Mointir, yes?
No. My master came here deliberately to seek out this knowledge.
Deliberately? Curious.
I don't know anybody want to come to this place deliberately.
Nor do I.
Well, you are in luck. We are looking to get out of this place in general, though we must also seek knowledge. But perhaps, who knows? We shall see.
Okay.
Can you do look injured?
We'll be fine. So are you continuing further into the temple?
We are surveying the temple.
Is it just the two of you?
There are more.
How many more?
We can't say that. We've only just met.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Alright. That was a nat 20.
Okay. Which is a total of?
Hang on, sorry. 23.
23. You have a decent sized group?
We do.
Well,
I can guarantee you on that one.
You need some help, I can come along with you.
He looks at Beatrice. What say you, Beatrice? Where did you... Well, and before Beatrice, she opens her beak, and then Corey will be like, oh, actually, where have you been before? Were you mostly around this this side of the temple, or did you venture further, or to the other side? We have not explored there yet.
I ventured to the other side. That was where my master died.
Oh, that could be useful. Sorry, and then he'll look at me.
Yeah. What was it that killed your master? Was it
the flame skulls? We had not been downstairs yet.
You've only been up here.
Yes.
But you have been to the other side, the opposite side to here.
Yes.
And that's the side that you saw.
Yes. Do you want my help or not? Because if you don't, I'm just going to leave.
I feel it would be useful. What do you think, Beatrice? We do have some encampment. You may rest there. We may be able to we may be able to bandage some of your wounds.
may be of some help to us. You help
Cool.
us, we help you.
Yes,
Does
that's
that
it.
sound agreeable?
Sounds agreeable enough. Yes.
Excellent. And your name again, good sir?
Vilnius.
Vilnius. Excellent. Good. Well, and Conrad holds his hand out. A deal then for now.
And he returns, reaches his hand out to shake yours. Deal.
Good. Excellent. Well, Beatrice, shall we return to the others or shall we press further?
I think we maybe return to the others to introduce them.
Yes, of course. Good. Well then, Vilnius, you must be quiet. We are going to sneak out now.
All right. So, as you head back to the others, can I get the two of you to roll me Constitution saves, please?
I just want to say
Because
very
you-
quickly, retroactively, he's a 7.
Okay.
I
Okay.
rolled a 6, so
6.
you're not. Yeah, I see it.
I rolled a 10.
10. Where was...
Oh no, I'm talking to Zoe. By the way,
okay.
You rolled a hotness. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
I rolled a
Make your
hotness.
constitution throw. Pay attention.
I did. I'm just trying to find my stats.
Okay.
Trying to find my stats. It was a Constitution saving throw, wasn't
Yes.
it? 21.
21. Okay. So, where was it?
What happens, Darby?
I'm just trying to
What happens to
remember.
Conrad?
Okay, you just
poor baby boy.
saved. It was just because you have been out in the cold,
In the cold
collectively
for
for
Oh,
quite a while.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yes. But that is where we're going to leave it for this episode.
Okay.
Oh,
Returning to
boy.
the group. All right.
Yay.
Well,
A
we're
new
left.
friend.
Yeah.
We got a new friend. How
Okay.
great. Well,
Okay.
see you next week,
Thanks for
everyone.
listening, guys.
See you
you
then.
next time.
Thank you all very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.